out on the fluffy Craigslist red couch. Don't judge us. It's amazing, and it was horrible. Still balling on a budget. We are hanging out with Nicole Boggs and The Real.
And The Real.
Right?
Hello.
This is The Real.
This is the real.
This is the real deal.
The real.
Oh, merch line.
Minus two.
Minus
We are
two.
missing a few today, but
Shout out to the other two. We actually were introduced to you recently, and it all moved together pretty quickly through a great friend of ours, Brett Stewart at the Sound Shelter / Wirebird Productions.
yes.
And so he was like, "Oh my God, you gotta know Nicole
He is so
and
awesome.
his band
He's so
and her band." Yeah.
awesome.
How did you guys how did all this come together? So give us
How
the
did all this
rundown.
happen? Okay. So I was doing solo artist shows for my first few years in town, and I started hiring Alex probably 7 years ago as a guitar player, and then Snoopy. I started bringing him into the fold a few years after that, and as we were working together, there was so much chemistry, and we decided to go in and do kind of an experiment and see what producing something together would be like without hiring someone else.
Yeah.
And it was such an amazing experience, like the first 3 songs that we were like, screw it, we're just gonna make this record ourselves.
Awesome.
And so that's kind of how we became a band.
You guys have an album coming very soon, and the
an album
title of
coming
that.
It's called Scenes from Last Year. Which,
What kind of scenes from last year?
All the scenes.
all the scenes, all the truth.
Yes.
Some good, some bad, but it was also, it was kind of based on when we were tracking, we started putting soundscapes at the beginning and end of every track, and so they all move from one song to the next, kind of like a film. So that's where the
Nice.
name came from, like a reel, like a film.
Ooh, clever. So, how many songs are in the album?
It's a 13-song
Ooh,
record.
that's a big old album.
We did it on accident. We made too many.
I love it.
And we still
Oh
got
my
some.
God, sorry guys, overachieved on an accident. Like, no big deal. Tell us to kind of get into some really good, juicy stuff. We want to know weird things about you guys, like strange, weird. Like, I mean, there are so many things about me. I ate bubblegum chapstick for the first 3 years of my life. I mean, we've discovered so many things on this couch by knowing, like, asking that question. Like, people, like, are double jointed and can make an S, like, backwards with their arm. Shout out
Should we
Rice.
go down the row? What do you think, Sam?
I think I ate a crayon once.
That's normal. That's normal.
I was just going off of your.
Was it Granny Smith apple? Because that one deceived me too.
Yeah. I think it was like a purple. I thought maybe it would have like a grape
Yep.
thing going on.
Yep.
Not the case.
This segment is like, what did you eat? I'm gonna.
No.
I like. What did you eat?
Tell
I know.
something weird about yourself.
I'm gonna piggyback off of yours, your talent, because I'm gonna show you first. We got like.
Oh.
Okay.
It's
I don't
minor,
think
yeah.
I can do that,
I don't know what
actually.
happened as a child. But.
And for you,
One.
what's something
So,
strange or weird?
I was born almost 2 months early, and I actually came out with 12 fingers initially. There's little nubs there.
What?
I don't think they even
I gotta
knew
Why
that.
touch
didn't you
it.
tell me?
It's not
Weird.
for real. It's not
idea.
just a callus.
No.
You could have used those, man.
I know, I could have been like the best bass,
Oh my God! You know what
I
kind
could have been
of
like the best bass player
you
ever.
literally nobody would have been able to touch it.
Yeah.
Parents, we needed those extra 2 fingers. He's a
He didn't even need 'em,
musician. Damn, that dude, bro. That's first.
Super cool.
That's first.
Now I'm mad that he went before me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, mine's cute.
And if you're lying to me, I'm
not.
so gullible. I totally believe it. Dope, man. Hey, pound it
That's really cool.
with the extra one.
Got it.
Got him. And what about for you?
when I buy new socks, I immediately break them into mismatched pairs. They're not gonna live a life
That's
together.
smart.
So it's like, let's just give in now. So for a while I pretended like I had like a superstition about it, like, oh, I'm gonna have a bad gig if I don't wear mismatched. But now, the truth is I just know that we're not gonna find them. I have a pair that says, if you can read this, bring me a glass of wine.
Yes.
I feel like that.
Is that on the bottom part?
It's on the bottom, so
yes,
I feel
yes.
like-
So merch line coming for Nicole Boggs and The Real is socks. So that will be coming very soon.
Pretty
I
good.
hope so.
Very cool. So if you could talk to yourself 10 years ago and give yourself some advice, what would you tell yourself back then?
You wanna start?
Yeah, I would say patience is such a huge thing.
Yeah.
Things almost always take longer than you think they will.
Yeah.
And so having patience and doing things right, no matter how long it takes. I think. What am I?
Okay, so for mine, I would say just to make your goals your own. Particularly, what somebody else thinks. Happiness should be the goal more than, whatever monetary terms of success. Like you have to live with yourself every day. So
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's
And it's
like
rough for us.
indie artists, man. It's a rough journey, but the payoff in the long run, the happiness, the freedom to create how you want to create, like it's worth it in the end. But it's a rough road.
I find myself like I'll run into somebody like a non-musician at like the local neighborhood bar, and they're always so excited to be like, "Man, your life is hard. Do you ever worry if you're just like never gonna make it?" And I'm like, I don't know what making it is. Like, I make music. I make my bills at the end of the month. I'm making it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy.
You get to
that's
be
important.
passionate and do what you're
important to find
passionate about doing and live with it,
Yes.
Like have livelihood, like make a living off of it.
It's
So
a-
that's success in itself.
It's a good thing. It's a life's work. Like I literally don't know how to do anything else. So
Yeah.
there's
So
no
what if you're stripping on the weekends? So what if you're stripping on the weekends? Now we gotta know that your AKA is Carmen San Diego. No big deal.
Cram it.
She knows.
It's the red
The
hat.
gig is up. And what about for you, Snoopy?
For me, I would say it's all about relationship. When the music is done, when the work is done, when you come off stage, you do so much more life off the stage than you do on the stage and outside of the studio.
Yeah.
And one thing I can say about this group, especially in the year that it took us to work on this project, is that over the years we become a family. And I don't think the work that we created would be the work that it is without those relationships being there. We had days where we come in upset at each other, and some of our best works came out of that anger.
Yeah.
But all of those relationships and understanding those nuances in each other, that doesn't happen without the relationship that happens outside of the work.
Yeah. And the sacrifice, like relationships are sacrifice. Like you're gonna hate each other one day and you're gonna love each other the next, and you're gonna write some dope stuff on behalf of it, and just knowing that it all, like, that's such a good one. Relationships.
He's winning, by the way. Everybody give him a
You know
round of
what?
applause.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Let's reorder this. You sit next to me.
Go ahead, take the stage. Just take the stage.
I can't believe I'm going to do this on camera, but I'm
Oh,
going to say
please, girl.
that my dad got custody of me when I was 4. And raised me as a single parent, and he's amazing. Growing up, he used to say all the time, "You only got a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Didn't choose it, can't refuse it, but it's up to you to use it. Do it now, do it now, do it now." And he's right. It's like
Every day.
every day I wake up now and I'm like,
You just
"Do
shook
it
my
now."
soul. I was like, hold on, I'm digesting it all. And I'm like, now, I'm going.
No,
I'm
and
going.
it's such a struggle for me because I want to sleep all day, and sometimes I will just turn the brain off. But it's like when I'm in that zone and I think about something and I do it right away, that's when everything gets maximized. Is when- send that email, send the text right now.
Yeah.
If something's in your head, do it right now, and it's not going to get missed.
Yeah. What's your dad's name?
CJ Boggs.
Shout out CJ, man. Really great advice. And you guys, I know we didn't really touch on their sound, but what intrigued us by your guys' sound is that it is something so different than what you hear in Nashville right now, like a diamond in the freaking rough. And when we heard it and got synced up through Brett and heard, you guys together, I'm like, what did I just get hit with? Like, this is just such a breath of fresh air. So I love the jazz, soul, like blues thing that you guys are doing. And
Thank you so much.
guys, Nicole Boggs and The Real, keeping it real, for real, on the realest of real couches, guys.
Everyone I know is breaking up now, and everyone I know is getting drunk. We're all a little stoned down.
You know you want to. Subscribe!